Yahweh, I was trying, call out Yahweh, I was trying, but I can't get that. The relative of the pastor, the military will, to take to each of the occupant put to the truth, that called the four corners of the earth, to the fear and power of Yahweh, I was trying to go for what? In the word, we call God's name Yahweh, in the word, we call tree Christ, name Yahweh Shai. The Hebrew Israelites took a tip to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the American Indians. And those that light attended. Go back to the 12 tribe of Israel, due to the gathering among the nations across the four corners of the earth. It is my heart called the great most of the Los Angeles camp back in the elections. And I would not style or really be edifying to the fear and power of Yahweh, about Yahweh Shai, about Yahweh Kakadash, the Holy Spirit. Persecution on the way. Alright, Yahoo. Alright. The BBs. Alright. Alright. The leader of the Moab state. The man, FBI, direct critic of Israel. Or there will be bloodshed across America. This dude, it's openly threatening terrorist attack, alright? But it's small matters, it's okay, alright? They show you that the small matters, alright? They control this, alright? They control America, alright? They're using the small matter state, alright, to keep its agenda and narrative in place, alright? Let's see that. Okay. Alright. Charlie Kirk was just silent. He was publicly executed online. His speech obliterated overnight. The message was deliberate. Terror through example. And still fear break the will to speak. Now the math is fully off. Every critic of Israel is marked. Yes, that includes while the NSA hoovered up their data for Israel.
A sinister movement is rising in the shadows of the internet. One built to silence voices, bury truth, and control what you see and think. Leading the charge, Erica Kirk, Tim Pool, and thousands more just like them. All on Netanyahu's payroll, busted. This isn't random censorship. This is Operation Mockingbird reborn for the digital age. A coordinated assault on independent media funded from abroad, executed through influencers, podcasters, and platforms you trust. Their ultimate goal? Colonize the Republic, enslave the human race. And if you think that's hyperbole, wait till you see the receipts. Charlie Kirk's assassination was not a lone wolf tragedy. It was a false flag, staged to create a martyr, whip up outrage among the NPCs, and justify the purge of anybody who dares to notice the glaring errors in the script. And it doesn't end with Charlie. More events are in the queue. More so-called tragedies are coming. How do we know? Because the planning documents exist. We've read them. And the elite have been laying the groundwork for this era of assassination for decades. Here's the bad news. If you're determined to think for yourself, you're already in their crosshairs. Israel have labelled you a dangerous conspiracy theorist who must be silenced, and they'll stop at nothing to achieve their goals.
People are being driven insane by the internet.
To be clear, Tim Pool has a history of gatekeeping for the establishment. He tried to debunk Pizzagate on multiple occasions, even dismissing the code words found in John Podesta's emails, which the FBI confirmed related to paedophilia. So when he tries to convince you that you're insane for believing that conspiracies exist, understand that the man has an agenda.
YouTube announced they were banning flat earthers, not necessarily banning, but they were going to suppress this kind of conspiracy content that claims there's an ice wall surrounding the inner continents or whatever. There's a flat earth. They're going to suppress climate denial and all of these things. And there's a question over where that line of free speech is and when you should be allowed to talk about conspiracies. But they banned Alex Jones, they banned Nick Fuentes, and one could make the argument that these individuals may have been more hateful, and that was why. It's bringing people to a state of paranoid delusions. We had a show on my Culture War podcast with some psychologists and psychiatrists, and I asked them, we understand that there could be mental illnesses, that someone's brain is not firing properly, and thus they're going to believe things or see things that aren't there. But what do you call it when someone comes to believe a false version of reality because they were convinced of it by writings, literature, movies, or otherwise? And they said that's just still paranoid delusions. There are now people that believe the French legionnaires, the French Foreign Legion, Israel and the U.S. military have a hit squad out, and they're going to take out prominent personalities, and it's just become a paranoid delusional state. Egyptian planes around every corner. This is driving people to a state of violence.
Wow, there it is, straight from Tim Pool's mouth. He just laid out the global elite's playbook, word for word. Shut down independent media. Demonize anybody who questions the script as a conspiracy theorist. And strip away the last remnants of free thought. Translation, you're no longer allowed to notice patterns. Noticing is now forbidden. Your job is simple. Swallow the official narrative whole, or be branded dangerous, unstable extremist. Dissent isn't debate anymore, it's a thought crime. And they're counting on useful voices like his to sell it to you. Tim Pool then slipped into a pathetic, whiny cartoon voice to mock conspiracy theorists, sneering at the serious allegations, tying him to foreign money, and a sinister plot to eliminate dissent.
They want to believe the drama reality that Israel is paying everybody, that I'm secretly funded by insert random deep state organization.
The harder he ridicules, the guiltier he looks. Pure deflection from somebody with everything to hide. Apparently, Netanyahu pays better than Tim Pool's former employers. And he's far from the only influencer on the Zionist payroll, selling out America for 30 pieces of silver.
The Israeli government has launched a campaign to pay US influencers for positive posts to counter negative public opinion over Gaza.
Every time my plane lands in Israel, I get this weird, unshakable feeling like, okay, I'm home.
Watch Erica Kirk's face. Every forced smile, every calculated pause. She's desperately playing a role, and it's painfully obvious.
The podcaster Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now? Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
With the fortune she inherited from Charlie Kirk's empire after his tragic death, you'd think she could afford some acting lessons that don't scream rehearsal.
Get the gist. You about to make it move. Alright, Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heaven and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitor, woe to destruction that's coming upon this place. Alright, of the earth and of the sea. Woe to the inhabitor of the earth and of the sea, for the devil will come down unto you. Okay. Oh no, you know they're about to come in. Oh, Cass. This is week 21. I played the future coming. And they want to come after the true man of the Lord. Because they really want to come after. Luke 27. Alright, Luke 21. They need to calm subtitle. In verse 12, but before all these, they shall lay their hand on you and persecute you, deliver you. Yeah, and deliver you up to the synagogues, like, whatever, office, court buildings, whatnot, and into prison, being brought before king and ruler for my name's sake. Being brought before the king and ruler for my name's sake, right? Government leader, city leader, state governor, what have you. And it shall come to you for a testimony. Right. Tell it before your heart, with your mind, not to meditate before what you tell. You have to write. No, you gotta rehearse, write something down, and try to memorize to the day. No, let the Lord, the Holy Spirit, come into you and stay with you. Gotta stay to cut the devil out. All right. I will give you the knowledge and wisdom that all your adversaries shall not be able to gain, they nor resist. Like this. Alright, and that's the fear of being when you're put in that situation. Alright. Yeah, so that's what's coming. Alright. So with BB, alright, if you want to call chaos, these devils know they have a short time. Alright? America don't allow
Instead,
it because,
she's joined Klaus Schwab,
like I said
Benjamin
earlier, they're
Netanyahu,
being
and Hillary
controlled
Clinton
by
in
Israel,
demanding the
right?
end of free speech in America, the censorship of the internet, and
Brought
the
'em
death
out.
of independent media. Why? Because
Yeah,
these
it's a plot
people
for
all have
Israel.
skeletons in their closets,
It's all
and the
about
rattling is getting louder.
America.
If the platforms, whether it's Facebook or Twitter X or Instagram or TikTok, whatever they are,